Up, geeks and gamers, it's Jeremy coming to you with another live video. And today, Harrison Ford has praised Han Solo. He's praised Alden Ehrenreich. That means the movie is going to be great, right? Because there's no way Disney paid them off. There's no way Disney, with Kathleen Kennedy standing in the background, making sure every word was exactly like the contract was written up that came out of Harrison Ford's mouth. There's no way when Ron Howard was sitting there, he was really nervous listening to Harrison Ford talk. It was hilarious. It was great. So, what's up, everyone? How are you doing today? Lots of people already in the chat, so thank you all for joining. We've already got 100 people watching. Literally just hit go live, and we already have 100. That is insane right there. So, lots of people commenting on last night's council. Let's see, was there a gun or money involved? Yeah, if anybody believes Harrison Ford really is happy about this, then you don't know Harrison Ford. Now, he took a paycheck, and I have no hate on that. You go and do your thing, Harrison Ford, because you are a legend and you can do whatever you want. But someone sent me a video where it showed Kathleen Kennedy was actually in the background behind the scenes when Harrison Ford came in on that interview with Alden Ehrenreich. And you could see Kathleen back there just watching like a vulture. She was watching like a hawk, making sure that everything was said properly. If someone can send me that video again on Twitter, I will retweet it because it was really good. Really good. Let's see. All right, hang on. So many comments are coming in. I'm trying to approve some of these comments that are getting flagged. Heavy Metal. Afternoon, brother. I'm a new viewer. As of today, I found you through the whole Solo controversy. I've decided to not support that typical modern-day garbage. Speaking with my wallet. Thanks, brother. Thank you, Heavy Metal. And welcome to Geeks and Gamers. Welcome to the live stream. It gets fun. It gets crazy in here sometimes. We go off topic. It's just a big party with few thousand of our closest friends at times. So great to see all of you. Cesar Diaz, love your channel. Thank you for the support. Eric Haigu, I think. Elric Haigu says hello. Set Sua 25 says hello. Chris Tyron says, what's up, Jeremy? John M says, what's my thoughts on Mike Zero? I don't know, Mike. I have no hate towards Mike. I know Mike gets a lot of hate. I don't know where he, sometimes I think he just invents stuff sometimes to post. And sometimes he posts stuff that's legit. I think he's one of these people that just throws stuff against the wall just to see what will stick. And more power to him, man. We're all on YouTube trying to get our name out there. We're all on YouTube trying to get people to watch us. So, I mean, it's whatever, man. More power to him. I don't buy half the stuff that he posts on his channel, but no hate. No hate here. He's never said anything bad about me, so I have nothing bad to say about him. The Norwegian guy. Okay, just saw the movie. It's okay, not bad. Not terrible, just okay. And one pointless cameo, not Vader. Ehrenreich is actually okay as Han. I am going to say, let's see. Frederick Gumont says, Jeremy, what's this about Ford praising Solo? Is he shilling for Disney? Harrison Ford is getting paid to do what he wants to do, and that's what he does, so I have no problem with it. Peter says, hey man, love your channel. Brad Evans says 37% want to see it. Now it's down to 37. I think we can hit 35 before tomorrow. I think we can do it. It's going to be close, but I think it's going to happen. Tonight's cup of choice is my Wrestlemania 30 cup. This was in New Orleans. I was at Wrestlemania 30. It was one of the greatest sporting moments of my life. But there soon after I stopped watching wrestling. All right, you guys want to go for 30%? All right, so if you're just joining us, Harrison Ford crashed an interview with Alden Ehrenreich. This was a few days ago. Someone on Twitter sent me a YouTube video. I don't remember it, but I will retweet it if you send it to me again. And it showed Harrison come in, interrupt the interview. It was clearly staged. And once the camera was panning around, you could see Kathleen Kennedy in the background, in the shadows, because that's where she's been pushed to, clearly, because nobody wants to see her face anymore. And you see Kathleen Kennedy back there just kind of being the puppet master, making sure Harrison Ford said every word he was contracted to say it properly. Ron Howard was right there with Harrison Ford, nervous as can be, because they know Harrison will just say whatever. It was hilarious. So if anybody can find that video, please drop it in the comments also. So, alrighty. Let's see if we got any questions here. Cesar Diaz says, may the force be with you. Right back at you, Mr. Diaz. I've recently subscribed to your... Oh, where did it go? Oh, okay. I recently subscribed to your channel. Really enjoy your insight. That's I Suck at Guitar. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Welcome to all the new subscribers. We are on the path. We are heading towards 40,000 subs. So, just amazing. I can't believe how much this channel has grown. At the first of the year, at the end of January, we were still at less than 1,000 subs. And now here we are, getting close to 40,000. Incredible. Michael Fox, keep up the good work, buddy. Thank you, Michael. Thank you for the support. Really appreciate that. Yeah, we've almost got 500 people in 6 minutes. So yesterday we had about 1,200 watching at one time here on the channel, which is tied for my record here at Geeks and Gamers, so that made me happy. We had almost 2,000 watching the High Council last night. That blew me away. N7 Miss says you're getting way too popular, unsub. And I know that's a joke. Everybody don't go in on him. It's a joke. It's a joke. Jeremy, when you hit 40K, will you have a coffee party here? I don't drink coffee. I drink Mountain Dew. I'm a Mountain Dew guy. I don't do coffee. So I'll drink a Mountain Dew Kickstart if that'll work for you. I like the citrus flavored one. Let's see, Aaron Galbert says, Jeremy, High Council was effing great, man. I appreciate the bluntness and honesty. You are welcome, sir. I am going to try to refrain from dropping F-bombs because my daughter is in the next room and I am talking pretty loud, so I'm trying to keep that in check. KR Companion says, great job on the High Council. Thank you. Thank you to everybody that watched. Jeremy, did you see the SJWs even infiltrated the new Battlefront 5 game? I'm looking into that. Many people sent me that, so I am definitely looking into it. And I will make a video on that. Probably going to wait until the weekend because there's going to be so much solo stuff, but I'll try to look into the Battlefront 5 stuff because I have not heard about it, but many people have sent me links, so I'm looking into it. Let's see. Elric asked what flavor Mountain Dew. His favorite is whiteout. I like the orange. I guess it's either citrus or orange Mountain Dew Kickstart. And then obviously I love the Game Fuel Kickstart, or the Game Fuel Mountain Dew that they used to release with the Halo and Call of Duty. Game Fuel was amazing. I wish it was a consistent Mountain Dew product that we could get. Where can you watch the High Council? Go to World Class Bullshitters YouTube channel. It's going to be the second video from the top because they just released a Kathleen Kennedy video that's fantastic, by the way. But go to I can't even, I'm looking at these comments. Go to World Class Bullshitters, you can find the High Council there. Star Wars Fanboy, where is Cecil at? Also, your nose hair is very loud. Do I have nose hair? I don't know. Somebody's complaining about clickbait. Go find your safe space then off the internet if clickbait is a scary thing. Everybody that's on YouTube is a clickbait channel because every YouTube channel was designed to make people click on their channel. Some people are just better than others. So that's the bottom line. Please not be porn. Cecil is amazing. Anna says, watch the Council after that Warriors game, so good. Both were good, Anna, because the Warriors lost. So it was a good night all the way around. I click on clickbait, says Art Roca. That's right. Art's not scared of the internet, okay? If you complain about clickbait, that means you are a beta and you are scared of the internet. Go find your safe space away from the internet. The internet exists for clickbait, and you're either good at it or you're not. Not my fault, not my problem. All right, let me pull everything up on my other phone here so I can start reading a little bit better. The internet is bad in all caps. That's right, the internet is bad. It is a dangerous place. Okay. What's up, everybody, says Lauren. Lauren is here. Everyone say hello to Lauren. She will be working the Geeks and Gamers side of the chat tonight. Live is clickbait, unsub. It's always winter in the YouTube because it's full of snowflakes. You are 100% right. Did you see John Kasdan's reply to my Pando article I tweeted you? Comment I bait for the win. I did not. I may have. My Twitter has been kind of getting crazy lately. And so, obviously, I opened up the inbox on my Twitter account, so my inbox has been getting flooded pretty good, but that's fine. It makes it easier for me to, instead of getting all these emails that I can't keep up with, I might as well have it in my Twitter inbox because that's where I spend most of my time is on Twitter. So, Sky2220 says, Jeremy, you are my new favorite live feed on YouTube. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, and that's all due to this amazing community we have. Avonymous, I can't say that, I can't talk. New sub here, love what you guys are doing, keep up the good fight, trigger warning, buy betas. That's what I'm talking about. You are going to enjoy yourself here if you're not looking for beta males, because there's none here, only alphas in the High Council and Geeks and Gamers. So, oh, and by the way, thank you all to subscribing to my personal channel at D-Day Cobra. We just crossed 1,000 subs. That's awesome. I appreciate the support so very much. Over there, I'm a little like you may think I'm off the leash here, but I'm really off the leash on my main channel, on my personal channel, because I don't have to. And this is my channel. Geeks and Gamers is mine, but I still want to keep it within the Geeks and Gamers wording, I guess is how you want to call it. I want to keep it in the context of Geeks and Gamers here. On my personal channel, I'll talk about whatever. It doesn't even matter. Rebel Scum says, Alpha's in the house. Alpha Turtles, Tico Pass. Tell us where the internet hurt you, beta boys. Seriously, like, I know, like, somebody asked me about Mike Zero earlier. What's the problem with Mike Zero? I mean, if people want to click on his stuff continuously, then what's the problem? Who cares? You don't have to click on his channel and watch his stuff. Whether his stuff is BS or not, who cares? Who really cares? Gator Guy says, show us the hair, alpha male. I've shown you guys my hair all the time. It's curly. It's growing out right now. I don't like my hair. But as soon as it starts growing, it's going to be curly as hell. And it's going to be, you guys are going to be calling me like Justin Timberlake from the NSYNC days. That's what my hair looks like. It's very frustrating, but I'm growing it out for all of you. So just give me another month or two, and you're going to see this curly mop on my head that I can't stand, but I'm doing it for you. I'm doing it for the community, for the live chat. I'm gonna weather the storm, and I'm dealing with it, okay? Usually I keep my hair very short, I buzz it off, and yeah, and I do have eyebrows. They're just light, they're light, so nothing I can do about that. I'm not gonna color them in, so all right. Soy curls. How about a Star Killer standalone with Ahsoka? Again, as long as Kathleen Kennedy's nowhere to be found, I'm 100% behind that idea. Jeremy Calrissian. Ramen noodles, Crocs, poor Leia. Oh, man. All right. I'm trying to keep up here. John Campia, the Shilling Menace. Jeremy Kasdan, no, that's not funny. That's offensive. I'm offended now. I am very offended. So hey, what do you guys think? Let me just because we have more people watching now. So Harrison Ford had an interview, or I'm sorry, Alden Ehrenreich had an interview. Harrison Ford crashed the interview, and pulled this whole, he did the whole Harrison Ford bit where he was grumpy and mean, and then he embraced Alden Ehrenreich. Ron Howard was standing there, a nervous wreck, just hoping Harrison Ford was going to say everything. And once the camera panned around, you could see Kathleen Kennedy being the evil witch in the background. You could tell she was making sure everything was going according to the contract that Harrison Ford signed. Like I said, if people will send me that, video again on Twitter, I will retweet it. I am losing track of this chat. I'm trying to catch up. You guys are blowing this up, and I love it. Okay, Jonathan Wilson. Hey, Jeremy, you do a great job. It's awesome. Donald Glover must be so proud playing a character that's got sexual feelings for kids. Fans love everything. It's unbelievably disappointing. And again, it's not the fact that there's, like, I've heard everybody make all the comments that you got Star Trek, you got Galaxy Quest, you've got all of these situations where there's been a human hooking up with an alien form. The problem is why are you putting so much emphasis on the sexual nature of Star Wars? That's the problem. Just let it be. Why do you have to highlight everything? Why does everything need to get such special treatment these days? Why? Nothing deserves special treatment. Just be what you are and quit bringing so much attention to it. Carrie West Ham says, Mike Zero isn't a shill, but he isn't a hater. He loves Star Wars, but with a healthy skepticism. He plays it down the middle. Mike, I've seen a lot of his videos, and sometimes he's right on the money, and other times I'm like, where is this coming from, bro? Where are you getting your information? There's no links, there's no sources, there's no anything. He just kind of says stuff, and it's fine with me. More power to him. The market determines the market. So if people continue to want to watch someone, then who am I to say they shouldn't be watching that? It's whatever, man. People can watch what they want, and if enough people support him, if enough people support all these other channels, then so be it. But if your audience isn't supporting you, then clearly you're doing something wrong. It's what it all comes down to. The market determines the market. That's how I look at things. And then tomorrow I'm going to give my final prediction on the Solo opening weekend. And I already have a number in mind. If you guys have been watching the last few days, then you probably know exactly where I'm at. But the projections are dropping slowly but surely. Slowly but surely, they're dialing it back. It was 170, then they dropped it to 150. Now they're dropping it down to 130. So you can tell that they are really understanding that the demand is not there for this movie. If you go back to Justice League was projected to do 120 about a week out. They were projecting 120 for Justice League. It did, what, 94? Is 100 million, is below 100 million possible for Solo? I don't know. I don't know, but I'm loving watching this play out. Ghost of Nicholas Clark says, greetings from Poland. Big love to you and Uncle Ethan. Thank you so much for that, all the way from Poland. That's amazing. So really appreciate the support. All right. My money is on 80. I just don't see it bringing in more with the empty seats. I know. It's crazy. Campia has over 200,000 subs, but only gets 7,000 views. Yeah, you know. He's a lot of people are jumping off that bandwagon, me included. I've been defending that guy for a long time, and I finally had to jump off the bandwagon. I just can't take it anymore. I can't take it. Again, I've always credited Campia for being someone that inspired me to get on YouTube and do my own thing and build my own brand, and I just can't do it anymore. I can't support this guy anymore, especially after when he pulled that crap on Twitter with me where he basically, well, he point blank called me a liar and said I was making stuff up about him when I called him out with something I had video evidence to back up, and he still lied about it, and he's still trying to play the victim, and it's just disgusting. It's disgusting. All right. Hi from Ukraine. That's Riddle Forest. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate that. Hey, Jeremy. Greetings from Chicago. So close, brother. Keep it up. That's the Adventurer. Chicago. Star Wars Celebration next year. I'll be there with world-class bullshitters and Ethan, among so many other people. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. I am Last year was my first Star Wars celebration in Orlando. Had a blast, had a lot of fun. I am so much more looking forward to Star Wars Celebration 2019 just because of the people I'm going to get to meet, and I can't wait to meet a lot of you. So it's going to be great. Mr. Getaway, greetings from Italy. Thank you so much for joining us. That's amazing. Greetings from St. Augustine, Florida, G&G. That's Everett M. St. Augustine, you guys have some awesome ghost tours in St. Augustine. I live in Florida. St. Augustine is near Jacksonville. I've been meaning to get over that way and take some of those ghost tours. Really want to do that. Don't get robbed in Chicago. There's Stephanie B. What's up, Stephanie? Thank you for joining us, as always. Jeremy, do you think Episode 9 will plummet worse than Solo? I don't know if it'll plummet worse than Solo because the saga films obviously are going to garner more attention from the general audience. That's just how it's going to go. But I think Episode 9 has a serious chance to not cross $1 billion worldwide. And if that happens, Star Wars will be completely broken without anybody being able to dispute anything anymore. If it does below 1 billion, it will be completely broken. How you go from making 2.1 billion and then a big drop off to 1.3, and if you drop off again down to below 1 billion, that's going to be devastating for Disney and Star Wars. Devastating for Lucasfilm. Jeremy should get John Campea on the show. You know, John Campea would never, ever, ever have a conversation with me at this point. I have sent this guy messages over the past few years, nice messages, just telling him how great of a job he does and how much I liked him. Never responded to me. The one time I call him out on his nonsense with video evidence, then he finally responds to me just to call me a liar, just so he can continue to double down on his victim card. So, yeah, he would never. He would never. Did you say local theater is doing a... I lost it in the chat. Did you say a local theater is doing a Solo and Avengers double feature? That's strange right there. Count Zaroff opened in Europe to tepid ticket sales, high from Belgium. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the information. Thank you for always being supportive in the chats. The Dark Lord Darth Fang. I couldn't think of anything clever to say, so just take my money. All hail the Sith. Thank you so much for your consistent support of the live chats, the super chats, everything. Greetings from Tampa, Florida, home of the Macho Man. That's what I'm talking about. How do you feel, let's see, how do I feel about the new trilogy with the Game of Thrones writers? That's from Emma Ryan. I'm going to have to stop prefacing everything because I think you guys understand everything involved with Star Wars with Kathleen Kennedy in the leadership position is going to have the dark cloud over it. But let's just eliminate crazy Kathleen Kennedy from the picture and just take things at face value. And having Benioff and Weiss, who are the showrunners for Game of Thrones, involved makes me think it's going to be an Old Republic style situation. So I'm very excited for that. When you eliminate the fact that Kathleen Kennedy is overseeing the project, I am excited about it. All right. I'm approving some of these comments that's getting flagged. All right, the Stone Cold Gamers. After Force Awakens, Hella Theory videos in anticipation. After The Last Jedi, Hella Theory videos on when and how Disney Star Wars dies. Yeah, it's amazing. Look, you can say what you want about The Force Awakens. You know I liked it. You know I'm a big fan of that movie prior to The Last Jedi. Regardless of your feelings of the movie, the Star Wars fandom was healthy, was very, very healthy after The Force Awakens. There was anticipation, there was a lot of love, there was a lot of continuity, there was a lot of excitement, and The Last Jedi has completely destroyed all of it. It's so bad. It's awful. It's unbelievably awful. Alexis Evans, thank you for the super chat. Greetings from Tennessee. Saw a Solo story in the bookstore. Book title, Last Shot. Thank you for the super chat. Not a Tennessee fan, clearly, because I'm an Alabama fan. But good luck to your Volunteers this year. Also, I do love Penny Hardaway, and Penny Hardaway is coaching the Memphis Tigers now. So, yes, I'm very, very excited for that. Jingle Junkie, sup from Okaloosa County, bro. Very cool show. I've been telling my friends we've got your back with the SJWs. Strike first, strike first, strike hard, no mercy. That's what I'm talking about. That Cobra Kai. And you're in Okaloosa County, so you're over like in the Fort Walton area, right? That's amazing. That's not far from me at all. So very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Richard Croyle, will Solo be shut out of China? It's going to flop hard in China. I think it's going to be bad in China. If it even... Are they even releasing it in China? I haven't heard. But if they do release it, it's going to be bad. We all remember what happened with The Last Jedi. It was so bad in China. They ran it out of theaters in like 2 weeks. So it was so bad. Very cool. You understand what I'm talking about. Very cool. If you guys have not watched Red Letter Media's The Nerd Crew, you have to watch it. It's pure greatness on every level. Francesco Logo Thetis, I think I said that right? I don't believe it, Jeremy. I think Disney made Harrison Ford to praise the movie so it doesn't bomb big time. Well, I mean, that's what. Yeah, I mean, I think they paid you. It does look. It's not. It doesn't make them evil that they paid a famous actor who has huge ties to the franchise to come out and market it and talk it up. There's no problem with that. At this point, we're just every little thing surrounding Solo and Disney and Lucasfilm right now, we're definitely going to jump on it because of all the nonsense that Lucasfilm has been spreading. But there's really no problem with what they're doing in that respect, in isolation, because it makes sense. It's marketing, and I get it. I totally get it. Latino sci-fi geek. It broke new ground. That's right. Good old Nerd Crew. They're doing anything they can to save the movie. As I said on my video that I uploaded earlier, they went ahead and announced the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Walt Disney World and Disneyland yesterday. That was clearly strategic because it's something that even me, as down as I am on Star Wars, I was excited as hell. You tell me that Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is closer. You're giving me actual dates of when it's going to open. That is going to make me excited. I don't know how you can't be excited for that. Now, of course, I'm a big Disney Parks fan, so maybe I look at it a little differently than others, but it is clearly a move to go, hey, enthusiasm is super low. We need to put something out that's going to try to get people excited for Star Wars again, because it's definitely not this movie. And John Kasdan's definitely not going to do it when he opens his mouth, and Donald Glover and all this other stuff. Fun Guy says, prediction, Red Letter Media will destroy Solo. Yes, they will. Absolutely. ATST. Waben22, I think I said that right. Jeremy, how long will you be on tonight? I might go for a couple of hours tonight because I had to cut it short last night because of joining the High Council. So I'm going to try to, let's see, it's 6:24 now, 6:24 Central Time. Let's say I'm going to be on for another hour and a half. We got 800 people watching right now. Let's get this thing up to 1,000 and let's light it up. So... It really comes down to how things are going. If the chat's still on fire, if people are watching, I'll keep going. How about that? Jeremy, have you... Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? I lost it. This chat's moving so fast. Bring Cecil on. You know, at some point I probably will have to bring Cecil on, because Cecil, man, that was my first interaction with Cecil last night on the High Council. Dude was... He was killing me. It was so funny. It was so good. All right, I'm going to try to say this. Deshandre Morant, thank you for the super chat. Nice super chat. A lot of people want Kathleen Kennedy out, which I don't think Disney will do, but what I do think they will do is pretty much make Kathleen a figurehead like she did to Mark. Put on a big fake smile and some shit and enjoy it. I mean, yeah, look, Disney has put themselves in a box. They've done this whole pandering, whammon respect, and all that stuff that they do. And if they were to remove a powerful woman like Kathleen Kennedy, the SJWs are going to come after them. The same people that they've been pandering to are going to come after them. They don't want to do that. So I think that Deshandre makes a great point, because what they would probably do is shift everyone or shift her over to a figurehead position where she does nothing, but she's named the president, and then they put more qualified people involved, then they will get it turned around. Kathleen Kennedy gets all the credit. That does sound like something that they would do. I agree. We're going to be able to tell. We're going to be able to tell if there is a shift in leadership from behind the scenes. We will be able to tell based on what we're getting. So keep your eyes open, but I think that that could be a possibility that's already in play, because as I've pointed out many times, where's Kathleen Kennedy been? She was out front with all of the marketing for The Force Awakens, out front with the marketing for Rogue One, out front with the marketing for The Last Jedi, and she has virtually disappeared from the public eye unless it's a situation in a controlled environment like she was on the red carpet for the Solo premiere. So something's going on. Something is definitely going on. Ty Timmons, the time has come. Execute Order 66 on Kathleen Kennedy. Yeah, I mean, I think it's coming. I really do. But again, I think that Deshandre had a great point as to how that's going to happen. And again, we as fans are going to be smart enough to tell. Hey, because right now we can tell. We can tell. Why has she not been out front? Why has she not been out front with the marketing? Where is she at? We know these things. We're smart enough. We're in tune enough to catch these things. So if there's a shift in the creative direction, we're going to be able to tell, because it's so bad right now. All right. Those are good questions. Those are good questions. I see Lawrence chatting with you guys. That's great. Aaron Markle says, hey, Jeremy, great channel. Solo can drop dead. They cannot even cast Han properly. I would have had a better feeling with the voice actor that looks like Harrison Ford. That is Anthony and Gruber, and I agree with you 100%. I'm sure most of you saw my video where I showed the Harrison Ford comparison to Anthony and Gruber. Anthony and Gruber played a young Harrison Ford in Age of Adeline, I believe was the name of the movie. I never saw it, but I saw the highlights of Anthony and Gruber. And yeah, 100%. 100% would. I would be in the theater tomorrow night if Anthony and Gruber was cast as Han Solo. That's not to say it would cure all of the problems, but I would still be supporting this movie, because at least they would be trying to give us a proper version of Han and not this Solo version. Right, he wasn't SJW enough to be cast. I agree. All right, Reality Change says, hey, Jeremy, spoke in class today. Why is Harrison Ford doing press for Solo? He's not in it. Because he got paid. It's that simple. He got paid. Disney needed somebody with some type of influence to come out and put their stamp of approval on this movie. So who else to get but Harrison Ford? I'm sure he had a great payday from him. Like I said, if you watch that video that I've mentioned multiple times, and if you send it to me on Twitter, I'll retweet it. Let me go to Twitter and see if anybody sent that to me yet. I'll retweet it. Let me see. My gosh, my mentions are out of control right now. Hang on, I'm trying to see if I found it. I don't know if this is it, but I'm retweeting it anyway. This is from Sith Lord Luke Skywalker. I don't know if that's the one or not. That is the Entertainment Tonight one. So, we'll see. I'm trying to see on my mentions here. It's out of control. The chat's out of control. So let me see if I can catch back up. Okay, let me scroll back. Let me see if I can. No Ewan McGregor, no Obi-Wan. Agree 100%. And I think they would probably do that. I really do. I think they would probably do an Obi-Wan movie without Ewan McGregor at this point. Billy Ritchie says, you got to meet Nurkish, Jeremy. Nurkish, it's a YouTuber, right? If I'm not mistaken. I don't know if I'm too familiar with Nurkish. Hey, Jeremy, loved the appearance on the High Council. Funny stuff. Thank you so much, and thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us last night and tonight. Let's see. Got to get my Let's Sees out. Also, I know it's a big deal. So tonight's cup is my Wrestlemania 30 cup. I was at Wrestlemania 30 in New Orleans. It was an amazing, amazing night. One of my favorite moments as a sports fan, wrestling fan, whatever you want to call it. It was great. I had never seen Stone Cold Steve Austin in person. and I had no idea Stone Cold was going to be there. Hulk Hogan opened the show, and then the glass breaks, and Stone Cold comes walking out. Me and my cousins were like, we were crying man tears when Austin came out. And then when Austin was out there, then The Rock comes out. And it was ridiculous. So I'm not going to turn this into a full-fledged wrestling thing. Wrestling is a sport, One Up Triforce. It is a sport. Bottom line, don't make... you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something on my personal channel where I'm going to make a point to make you all understand that wrestling is a sport. Yes, Hulk Hogan is alive. CM Punk is my second favorite wrestler of all time. My first is Stone Cold Steve Austin. WWE is no more fake than the Star Wars movies we're talking about right now. Literally everything on television is fake. Everything in entertainment is fake. Everything. So don't bring me the wrestling is fake. I love you, Voorhees. You're my boy. I love you. I'm just saying. Don't call wrestling fake if you're not going to call everything else fake. Did you really think that Vader and Luke were father and son? Did you really think that? Because they're not. So it's all fake. And yes, wrestling is more realistic than all of this stuff because there's no take two when you're out there. When Stone Cold was fighting Owen Hart and Owen Hart dropped him on his neck, there was no take two. That was real. That was as real as it gets. When Owen Hart died, that was as real as it gets. Wrestlers have if you take all the professional sports, wrestlers have a higher injury rate than any other professional sport. So, all right, I'm going to move past the wrestling a little bit because I didn't mean to derail us too much. I love you, Voorhees 67. You're my boy. So all love. I like confrontations and I like debates and challenges. So it's all love. The video in question. Thank you, Count Zarov, for that. Really appreciate that. So if you guys can, if you want to click on it now, I'll be back. I'll be here. So when you come back, make sure I didn't miss anything. Lauren, did I miss any super chats? I don't think I did. Oh, there it is. Okay. Bryant Greer. Mr. Ford should have said no comment if he don't like Solo so much. Maybe Kathleen paid him to praise the trash heap of film. 100% she praised him. I mean, it wasn't a coincidence that Kathleen Kennedy was in this room when Harrison Ford walked in to confront Alden Ehrenreich. This entire thing was staged. Again, not a big deal, not a problem at all. What I'm saying is when I see a lot of people running with this, Harrison Ford loves the Solo movie and he praised Alden Ehrenreich. I mean, he did, but he did it for a paycheck, not because he loved it. Harrison Ford does not care about Star Wars. He just doesn't. So... All right, Jared W says, Jeremy, do you think Solo makes over 800 million? If it makes over 800 million, will they make more Solo movies since Alden is contracted for up to 3 movies? I don't know if 800 million is the mark that they want to hit, because like I said, with the budget has ballooned all the way up to $250 million, which makes it, now again, that's reported from Variety, not confirmed, but reported. And if that's true, then $250 million makes it more expensive from a production budget than The Force Awakens. Makes it the most expensive Star Wars movie ever produced. Then you have to double that with advertising cost and miscellaneous, so you have to bump it up to $500 million. So the movie has to make $500 million just to break even. Typically, studios want to double the total budget, so you're looking at, they need $1 billion to get them where they want. So if it makes $800 million, I'm not convinced that that's going to make Disney happy. I think it needs to make close to $1 billion to make Disney happy, and I don't think it's going to come close. I think we're looking at $700 million worldwide, maybe. So, all right, let's see. Lucas hasn't come. This is from Mr. Good God, too many chats. Hang on. I'm not complaining. I want that chat to keep flying. But Lucas hasn't commented on Solo yet. Yeah? If so, I don't think he has. I'm almost positive that Mr. Pixel, thank you for the super chat. I'm almost positive George Lucas has not commented on it, but I don't want to say for sure. There's been so much Star Wars news, it's almost impossible to keep up with all of it at this point. Mr. Awesome Metal, thank you so much. Solo is not a soy boy movie. I just saw it today in theaters here in France. It's kick-ass. It's a kick-ass movie respecting the fans. Why are you trying to take revenge of The Force Awakens on EU movies? What? I don't understand the last part. And first of all, I'm happy that you liked it. No problem there. But why are you trying to take revenge of The Force Awakens on EU movies? I don't really understand that last question. Why are you trying to take revenge of The Force Awakens on EU movies? Am I missing something there? Ty says, just to show support, no question. Keep up the great work, Jeremy. Thank you so much, Ty. But yeah, going back to Mr. Awesome Metal. Hey, I'm happy you liked it. I really am. I'm never gonna be mad at somebody who likes a movie. I like a lot of movies that a lot of people don't like. Reviews for you, $2. Thank you so much for the super chat. I understand what the EU is. I'm saying I don't understand what the question is in reference to The Force Awakens is all I'm saying. I'm trying to read. Oh, revenge for deleting the expanded universe. Okay, my bad. Got it. I understand now. Okay. So I'm not like this big, I know there's a huge amount of people out there that are upset about the EU being removed. I was always a defender of that decision when it happened because from a continuity standpoint, I understood it. So my problem right now is not the EU per se. My problem is the decision making at Lucasfilm and the response to The Last Jedi. That's my problem with it. So now there's a ton of people in my audience that are the EU crowd that are very angry, and they have every right to be angry. That's not me though. Now again, I do think that there's a lot of things they could utilize from the EU, but Kathleen Kennedy refuses to do that. That is a problem I have. I don't have a problem with you shutting the EU out so it opens you up creatively. But the fact that she's ignored so much from the EU, Mara Jade, for instance, would have been phenomenal in this trilogy, but they didn't want to do anything with it. Why? Nobody knows. We would all love to see a Darth Revan movie, but we're not going to get it. There's so many opportunities out there within the EU. Not a problem making it Legends, but it is a problem ignoring it because you could have brought some of these amazing characters into the sequel trilogy and made it so much better. So that's my issue. All right, did I miss anything? Okay. Alexis Evans says, do you think Kylo Ren is a better villain than Vader? Now, I heard Donald Glover say these earlier. I think Kylo is so awesome in The Force Awakens, minus a few things. And then they drove him off a cliff in the Last Jedi. But Vader's like the second greatest villain of all time, in my opinion, to Heath Ledger's Joker. And those two guys are in a tier that they can never be touched. I do think Kylo, forgetting The Last Jedi, I think Kylo had so much potential after The Force Awakens. So many layers, so many places you could have taken that character. The backstory with Luke, the relationship with Rey, the killing of his father. There was so many great opportunities, and Rian Johnson pissed it all away. So it's unbelievably frustrating. Unbelievably frustrating. But I do like Kylo Ren. I do. And there's nothing, I'm not going to sit here and bullshit you guys and tell you anything different. I didn't like what they did with him in the Last Jedi ultimately. He was probably the best part of The Last Jedi, but I still, taking his mask off was a huge mistake. And I've said this multiple times. At the end of The Force Awakens, when Rey slashed him across the face with his mask off, if they would have never let us see his face at that point, because we've already seen him now. We already saw he's Adam Driver. He looks like John Travolta from back in the 80s, 70s, and 80s. So, but at that point, once Rey slashed his face, if we never see his face again, and then in the next movie, in The Last Jedi, he shows up and he has his mask, and there's clearly something that bothers him about the disfigurement that Rey created with his face, and we're all left in mystery, and we don't see his face again until the end of episode 9. That's how you build suspense. That's how you make things intriguing. That's how you build, you know, a connection with those characters where they can have a lot of animosity. But instead, they just wanted to take his mask off and turn it into Twilight Wars, basically. Okay, we have super chats to get to. Let me see if I can catch up here. Okay. Unlimited Power, thank you for the super chat. Count Zarov, Kylo Ren lost all credibility the moment we saw Adam Driver's face, just my 2 cents. I don't disagree with you. That's one of my big problems with Kylo in The Force Awakens, because there was a mystery about him, and they could have built off that, but they didn't. They're too busy wanting to be Twilight Wars, and it's very frustrating. Mark Hamill will always be the ultimate Joker for me. That's Michael Hand. And thank you last night for joining the High Council, Michael. And yeah, I mean, of course Mark Hamill's a great Joker. Hang on, I'm getting a phone call. Fuck you, I don't want to talk to you. Hang on. I'm messed up now. Trying to get my chat back in order here. Fucking spam calls. Okay, sorry. Dropping F-bombs. I said I was going to not drop F-bombs. I'm trying. Anyway, Michael, thank you for joining the High Council last night. Mark Hamill will always be the ultimate Joker for him. No hate here. I mean, Heath Ledger, though, is to me, he's the king. And obviously, Jack Nicholson, I want to say Jack Nicholas. Jack Nicholson's Joker is amazing. T.R. Kobe. That Facebook group, Sith Posting, A New Hope, is run by SJWs who only approve LGBT-friendly memes. The mods and admins never replied to PMs when I asked why. Really? I've always found a lot of funny memes in that Sith Posting group, but it sucks that you dealt with that. Bryant Grill says, what do you think of the Ku Kath Kin nickname? I think it's hilarious. I think it's great. Darth Caesar, thoughts on a Palpatine movie with an SJW bullshit? It would be amazing. It would be incredible. The problem is they would probably turn him into, I don't know, I'm not going to say anything terribly bad. They would turn him into a beta male, though. They would, they would, and they would probably recast. Ian McDermott would probably not even get the role. They would bring some, teenage boy band member in to play a young Palpatine or something like that. All the memes, all the stuff that people joked about with Disney is happening. It's really happening. And I can't believe it because I argued against all these things when Disney purchased it. And they are doing it. They are doing all of the stuff that people said they were going to do. It's amazing. Infall 1403, Kylo Ren in The Last Jedi, too much crybaby face. He was terrible. Let's see. Justin says, you tried calling me? No, you didn't. And let me go back to Infall. So, again, what I want to hear, and I know many people are going to say nothing. I want to know, what was your favorite part of The Last Jedi? Tell me what your favorite part of the movie was. For me, my favorite part of the movie was Kylo Ren. I thought he was the best part, and he still wasn't that good. Because of his mask, you take his mask off, he loses all credibility as a villain for me. All credibility. The relationship with Rey loses all credibility. But Adam Driver is a great actor. I'll give him that. Okay, this chat's about to go on fire, so let me see if I can keep up here. Jesus. All right, Ty Timmons. Fact, Han is dead. Now, new Han is for New Order PR Android. I don't follow some of that, but fact is Han is dead. That's right. And I do not recognize Alden Ehrenreich as Han Solo, and I will not recognize him. Count Zaroff, Ren, I'm so dark and bad, Vader, hold my beer. Well, right now, basically what it comes down to right now, Thanos is the new generational villain of our time. Thanos is, and I'm not going to get any spoilers, but Thanos is definitely. So, all right. And hang on, I got a private message. Okay, Star Wars Theory just messaged me, so shout out to Star Wars Theory, he's the man. Okay, Doc Vader, I wouldn't take Harrison Ford praise for Solo seriously. He said himself he doesn't give a rat's ass about Star Wars. Keep up the resistance, Jeremy, our voices are being heard. Hashtag resist Kathy Kennedy. Damn right, Doc Vader, damn right. Okay, let's see if I can get into this. The trailer music from The Last Jedi was great. You're damn right it was. Damn right it was. George Ryan, thoughts on Timothy Zahn as a future scriptwriter? I mean, very few people know the universe as well as Timothy Zahn. That's a fact. And because of that, I don't see him anywhere near this trilogy with Kathleen Kennedy, because he's going to bring real Star Wars into it. And she clearly doesn't want real Star Wars into it. But I was absolutely wanting this to happen. But it won't. Unfortunately. Literally nobody. When Kylo called Rey a nobody, thanks Ryan. 100%. So stupid. So dumb. Ethan said something on the High Council last night, and he said, hang on. He said if Rey was a Skywalker, it would change. It would if she was the daughter of Luke and Mara Jade in this trilogy. If that was revealed, that would potentially change his entire outlook on this trilogy. I agree. Now, I'm not saying it would be great. Now, again, that doesn't make up for The Last Jedi at all. It doesn't. But that would make things much better in my eyes. Razor O2 Productions want to be in my Star Wars movie. Is this porn? It better not be porn. I mean, you can email me some details. But if Lando, if Donald Glover's Lando is anywhere near this movie, I want nothing to do with it. But you can email me, jeremy@geeksandgamers.com. All right. Anthony Adrayance, I hope I said that right. The Luke and Leia reunion hit me in the feels. Also, Luke on the Falcon again. Loved the Luke and Leia reunion when I first saw it. But much like a lot of this film, once I was able to debrief everything, because in my mind, caught up in the moment, caught up in the beauty of everything, seeing Luke Skywalker come back, meet Leia face to face, knowing that Carrie Fisher's no longer there, then going out on the battlefield, the whole thing with Kylo, I thought that was Luke Skywalker there in the flesh. And I was blown away by that moment. And then when I realized it was just a cheap trick, like most of the things in the movie, and that Luke was never there, and that Luke ultimately is now gone, it just took all of the greatness that I perceived that to be and flushed it down the toilet. So, but it still is cool. There's no doubt it was cool to see him, but then you realize that he's not really there, and it's garbage. All right. I am so far behind on the chat, and I'm trying to catch up, guys. Thank you so much for blowing this chat up. I can't even keep up. So, let's go, Caps. Let's get that Game 7 win, boys, and that's from Only the Truth. Trying to catch up still. Sorry, guys. Let's see. The end credits. The end credits is what Drew Kreutzer said. It's sad when Marvel has overtaken Star Wars. I agree. And I said this last night on the High Council. In my opinion, Guardians of the Galaxy is what Star Wars should be. Guardians of the Galaxy has replaced Star Wars for me. You've got this amazing chemistry within the group. You care about them. Even when there's comedic moments, it's still the serious moments don't lose their edge. You've got Groot. You've got Rocket. You've got Drax. You've just got this fantastical world that's built with heart, and it's so much fun, but it still has this deep, heartfelt nature to it. Guardians of the Galaxy is what Star Wars should be, in my opinion. Blue Churro Comics. Any thoughts on Black Panther and Wonder Woman movie ratings going down because of no LGBT representation? I find it so stupid. Well, I mean, both of those films had pretty good ratings on Rotten Tomatoes. Wonder Woman has like an 88% audience rating and I believe a 90% critic rating, and then Black Panther has a 90-something% critic rating and I think a 79% audience rating. So I'm sure there were people that were trying to downvote both of those movies for various reasons, but at the end of the day, and this happens with all movies go through this. All movies have their haters. There's even people that hate The Dark Knight. I don't understand those people. I can't comprehend what you can't love about The Dark Knight. To me, The Dark Knight is a all-time great film that will withstand the test of time. In 100 years, we're still going to be talking about the greatness of The Dark Knight. But there are people out there that don't like it. So there's always a movement against any movie for various reasons. But the ratings speak for themselves with Wonder Woman and Black Panther, and I liked both of them. I liked Wonder Woman far more than Black Panther, but I did enjoy Black Panther too. Unlimited Power, why do you think they haven't Vader yet? What do you mean? They haven't what Vader? They haven't brought him back? They haven't made a solo film? What exactly do you mean? I'll do you one better. Why is Rey? Exactly. Harrison Ford hates Han Solo. Why should we trust him? Ty Timmons. We shouldn't. But he got paid. That's the bottom line. The man got paid, and all power to him. The Mr. Pete channel, all hail Jeremy and the High Council, boycott Soylo. Thanks for joining us. All right, remember, Jeremy, that 1 billion gross is the break-even amount. Production, advertising, theaters, cut of ticket sales, usually 45 to 50%. The Last Jedi at 1.3 billion, net 233 million. Reviews for you. Yes, I agree. I mean, because World Class Bullshitters broke it down for us in a great way. And so The Last Jedi did not make the money that they wanted it to make or that they tried to claim it made. Just imagine, this is from Count Zaroff, just imagine if Anakin had been played by Christian Bale. Holy shit, I've never thought of that. And he would have been around the right age, wouldn't he? Christian Bale's my favorite actor. So if you've seen him in so many, he was in Newsies, he was in the Disney musical, he was it Empire of the Sun, the Spielberg movie. Bale is such a phenomenal actor, still underrated to me too. He's one of the greatest actors on the planet. So to think about Christian Bale as a young Anakin would have been, oh my God, that would have been incredible, man. That would have been incredible. Voorhees 67, debate is a lost art. All is good. Let's do it more. Yes, sir. You and me will continue to get along because I do like a good debate. More awesome metal. Rogue One, Solo, Clone Wars, Rebels. That's EU films. It's not the target against which we must backlash. I hate this new sequel trilogy as much as anyone else. We must boycott Episode 9, not EU movies. Yeah, I mean, I just can't. I cannot get excited for Episode 9 right now. And again, I've said this. I'm going to be a broken record, but I've said it 100 times. Solo is going to determine so much for the next 1 year and a half for Star Wars. Whatever happens with Solo, if this movie fails or does really badly, then I really feel like they're going to do a lot of circling the wagons at Lucasfilm and trying to figure things out. But if Solo does 850, 900 million, which I find to be damn near impossible at this point, then you can expect more of this nonsense for Episode 9. So this is a very important few weeks for Star Wars. We need to be paying very close attention to everything that's going on. This is a very important few weeks. Again, opening weekend is very important. The second weekend is just as important as the first because that second week drop is going to tell us how it's really resonating with the audience. Dark Knight Rocks says review for you. That's right. Sebastian Smith says you worked with Christian. I'm assuming you mean Christian Bale. And I hear he's a pretty tough dude to work with, but I don't care if he's an asshole. He's a great actor. So I hate the end of The Dark Knight, and Dark Knight Rises makes it even more lame for me. Really? The Dark Knight is one of the best endings to a film ever. Ever. Love the ending. I love the speech for Gordon. I love the sacrifice Batman makes. I love the ending. The Dark Knight is probably one of my 3 favorite endings of all time to any movie. So I love the ending to The Dark Knight. And The Dark Knight Rises, I mean, you got to understand, you know, they were kind of, I fully believe that Heath Ledger was probably set up to be in the Dark Knight sequel, or the third part of the trilogy. I'm not saying it would have been called The Dark Knight Rises, but clearly that was a difficult situation for them to be in. I still thoroughly enjoyed The Dark Knight Rises. It didn't meet The Dark Knight in terms of greatness, but it's still good. Batman Begins is damn near just as good as The Dark Knight. I mean, The Batman Begins is probably a better Batman movie than The Dark Knight, but The Dark Knight is a slightly just better movie because Ledger's performance is just that thing that puts it right over the top. But those two movies are so great. Karan Horn, thank you for the super chat. Jet Blast 190. Zahn brought real Star Wars back with the new Thrawn novel. Thrawn Alliance looks promising. The Last Jedi is rehashed chase of the Malevolence from the Clone Wars season 1. I have not. Now again, so many people have told me to read this new Thrawn novel, and I'm going to be looking into it. I'm bad about books, but I've got several books on my shelf right now. I just don't have time. You see all these video games behind me? I don't have time to play any of these damn games. I just do this to impress the girls. But I'm married now, so there's no reason for me to have the video games now. So, Dark Knight Rises was good. I love the Dark Knight Rises. Again, I know it didn't quite meet the standard, but want me to trash your lights? Oh, the Bale freak out on Terminator Salvation is greatness. Bale is an arrogant ass. I'm not going to dispute that. Bale is an arrogant ass. Waben22, respect your opinion, Jeremy, but I always thought The Dark Knight was overrated. Damn it, why do you gotta come at me with respect? Now I can't come at you with ultimate sarcasm. I respect that you think The Dark Knight is overrated, but it hurts for me to hear that. I just don't think The Dark Knight is... I think The Dark Knight is just so great on every single possible level. I just love it so much. You're terminated. Now everybody's quoting Bale's freak out. Oh boy, I love it. Batman Begins is my favorite of the trilogy. Maybe I'm just a sucker for a great origin story. No, you're not a great... It's not just that. Batman Begins is a great film. An all-time great film. And you just can't argue it. They're so good. Coran Horn, can't wait for the next G.I. Joe. Yo, Joe to you too, sir. I can't wait for it either. I'm looking so forward to this Snake Eyes movie. I can't wait. Hang on, I'll show you I got my Cobra Commander right over here. There we go. My Cobra Commander, the hooded, and the 84, this is the 82, and this is the 83 version. Love these figures. This is my favorite G.I. Joe right here. I love a Cobra Commander. Alright, this chat is probably exploding right now. You have those? Nice. Andrew O says, nerd. I run Geeks and Gamers. Of course I'm a goddamn nerd. What the hell are you expecting over here? Yes, Snake Eyes is awesome. No, Batman Begins... A dude's thought says Batman Begins was good but flawed and overrated, bro. No! You guys are breaking my heart. I wish I had the meme right now from Revenge of the Sith. You're breaking my heart. You're going down a path I can't go. Starscream and Cobra Commander. You know your 80s cartoons. The Dark Knight is perfect. It's a perfect movie. What is not perfect about The Dark Knight? I've heard the criticisms. Some people say the third act goes on a little too far. Some people don't like the ferry boat scene. The Dark Knight is great. Christian Harris, I have eyebrows. I don't know how many times I have to tell you fuckers. All right. The Dark Knight is greatness. Okay? It is a perfect movie. I know you can't see my eyebrows. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm not gonna like take eyeliner from my wife and color in my eyebrows just so you guys can see my eyebrows. The Dark Knight is my #1 favorite comic book. I'm sure you said film, and is in my top 10 favorite movies of all time. It is my 3rd favorite film of all time. I love the comic. I love The Dark Knight. We need a Dark Knight video soon. It's honestly perfect. I agree. See, and I didn't tell Lauren to say that. And Lauren always disagrees with me, but she's got my back on the Geeks and Gamers channel with the thread there. Spider-Man 3. Jump Speed says Spider-Man 3 is the best superhero movie ever. First of all, only because you said that and you're trolling, you gotta spell movie right when you do that, bro. Or I'm gonna have to call you out because you're clearly trolling. Voorhees67 says no movie is perfect. Alright, so I'm going to debate you on that. Toy Story 1, 2, and 3 are perfect movies. They're perfect. Those are 3 perfect movies. I will argue that all day long. I think The Dark Knight is a perfect movie. I think that The Lord of the Rings Return of the King is a perfect movie. That might be it. Now, my favorite movie is Interstellar. I don't think Interstellar is a perfect movie. but it is my favorite movie. So, no, all three Toy Stories are perfect movies. They are perfect. That's an objective fact. I'm sorry. That's all there is to it. So, yes. So, see, we've got some Interstellar fans. But, yes, Interstellar is my favorite movie of all time. But I do not consider it a perfect movie because if you've seen Interstellar, I don't think I have to worry about spoilers here. But in the final act with Murph and Cooper, when she's in the hospital bed, I just thought the editing was very sloppy in that scene. Now, it worked for me, but I thought that the editing could have been far better, and it's really kind of sloppy. It makes it look like Cooper leaves extremely fast, but he actually he was there for a while because you heard the narration from Murph overlaid with the collage of him stealing the ship. But yeah, I just thought that was really sloppy. But again, it worked for me. What's my favorite bad movie? Probably Mortal Kombat Annihilation, because it's so bad. It's so terribly bad, but I have such nostalgia for it because I loved playing Mortal Kombat back in the day, and for some reason I just loved that movie. I just really enjoyed Mortal Kombat Annihilation. It is terrible. It is so bad, okay? So I'm not even going to try and justify it being anything other than terrible. Back to the Future is also a perfect movie. I'm not going to argue with that. Christopher Burke-Hill. But then, you know, I'm looking. There's so many comments. But I do think that there are some perfect movies. But my favorite movie is not a perfect movie, and that is Interstellar. Now, Starship Troopers is amazing. I love Starship Troopers. Dunkirk is perfect. Yes, Dunkirk is a perfect movie. There's a lot of perfect movies. Again, I get the argument. Look, I totally get it. I get the argument. No movie is perfect because nothing is perfect. I get it. So I'm not saying that there's like literally not the smallest flaw ever. I'm being a little, I'm putting a little theatrics to it, but I do think these movies are as damn near as close to perfect as you can ask for. That's all I'm saying. Let's see. Jet Blast 190, Dark Knight, 2 thumbs up. Do Westerns qualify as geek movies? The Outlaw Josie Wales, perfect movie. Hell yes. Of course Eastwood qualifies. But in my opinion, all movies fall under geek. But almost anything falls under geek. The way I define geek is that somebody that's passionate about something or anything, really. So, I mean, we have a food group in the Geeks and Gamers community on Facebook where we talk about food. Because food is geeky. You know why? Because why not? Pizza, all that crap, it's awesome. So, yeah, everything's geeky by definition, in my opinion. So, Bryant Greer says, Kathleen couldn't wait to ruin Obi-Wan. No, she can't. You know she can't wait to get her claws into him. Matthew Wally says, saw Solo last night. The SJW droid is annoying. That's a consensus across the board from what I'm hearing. Let's... Forrest Gump. I cannot pronounce your name to save my life. LJUBOMIRDJURIC. Forrest Gump is a perfect movie. You are correct. You are damn correct. Forrest Gump is a perfect movie. Oh, The Last Samurai and Gladiator are phenomenal. I love The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise. Such a great movie. Forrest Gump is not horrible, Terry. Come on. Forrest Gump's amazing. Forrest Gump is so good. All right, so let's get back on just so because we are losing people because I'm not talking about the topic. So let's get back on the topic. Did anybody go and watch the video for Harrison Ford where he crashed Alden Ehrenreich's interview? Did anybody go watch this? I want to know. And I also want to know, Darth Bane, thank you for the super chat. I also want to know, what is your prediction for Solo? Tomorrow I'm giving my final prediction on the opening weekend. You have to keep in mind, it's a 4-day weekend. It's not a 3-day weekend. It's a 4-day weekend. So that's giving it an entire day on a holiday weekend. So we have to keep that in mind. What is your final prediction for Han Solo domestic opening weekend? I'm not talking about worldwide. I'm talking about domestically. So I'm seeing a lot of 125s, 120s. We're at 37% on Rotten Tomatoes. 120, 100, 110, 75 million, 110, 80, 400 million ain't happening. 115, $3. Star Wars is dead. 4-day, 142. Global total box office 673. Okay, so I can't pronounce your name. Calavigpoig. 4-day, 142 domestically. Global box office total 673 million. If he's right, he or she, whoever, if you are right, that is a disaster for Disney. An epic disaster at $673 million. An epic disaster. So 42 Bitcoins. All right, let's see here. Many will go see it, but it will drop the second week by 75%. It will make 300 million opening weekend. It will not make 300 million opening weekend domestically. That's impossible. The record is Infinity War. So if you're talking about worldwide, it will make over 300 million worldwide, but it will not do 300 million domestically. Best film score, I say Conan the Barbarian, by Arnold and Basil Palladis, or Ben-Hur with Charlton Heston. My favorite film score, man, that's a good question, but it's probably going to be Interstellar. Hans Zimmer, that organ and everything he does, especially the No Time for Caution. I love Interstellar's score. I'll be honest with you guys too. This is a movie a lot of you probably are not gonna like. But I'm a big fan of the film Super 8 by J.J. Abrams, and the Michael Giacchino score in Super 8 I think is fantastic. I think it's so good and it adds so much personality to the movie. It feels like an 80s Spielberg movie, so I love the Super 8 score. And plus it has Super 8 is an amazing movie, and it has Kyle Chandler. Kyle Chandler is love. Kyle Chandler is life, okay? You have to love Kyle Chandler. He is such a likable actor. Kyle Chandler is incredibly likable. I'm surprised that we're getting so much love for Super 8. I can't believe it. I'm a huge fan of Super 8. Love Super 8. Love it so much. Harrison Ford, can we get back to me? All caps. Oh, Crimson Tide. Nice call out there, KR Companion. Crimson Tide, that's when I realized Denzel Washington was a once-in-a-lifetime actor. That scene with he and Gene Hackman, where he took control of the boat. One of my favorite scenes in the history of cinema. Thomas Gilkey, what's up, my boy Thomas Gilkey? Favorite or best Christopher Nolan score, so you would mean Hans Zimmer score. And yeah, it's got to be Interstellar for me. But then you've got the Dark Knight is so good. Inception is so good. So many great films. Dunkirk, I love the Dunkirk score, but I can't put it on the level of an Interstellar or anything like that. Chris Perez, 86, thoughts on Blade Runner 2049. Perfect film for me, in my opinion. You know what? I'm going to shock a lot of you. I've still not seen Blade Runner 2049. I no reason. I just have not gotten around to it. I meant to go see it in theaters, and I didn't get around to it. So, and we were doing consistent reviews at that point in time. I plan on watching it, just have not gotten around to it. I know you guys are so pissed at me right now. The Fugitive is fantastic, by the way. I know you guys are mad at me now. Oh my God, are we losing more viewers now? People are just bailing now. They're like, F this guy, F this Geeks and Gamers loser. He is not worth our time anymore. We are bailing. No, it's all good. Fake geek guy. He's a faker. He's a faker. Back on topic, please, Jeremy. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. Oops. Listen here, Ramen Noodle Hair and Croc Lover. Go watch Blade Runner. I'm trying to run a live stream. Max Wilcox says that we love you, Jeremy. At least somebody still likes me here. At least somebody does. All right, Jeremy, is Ford now considered a Disney shill? Companion. No, he is not considered a Disney shill. He's Harrison Ford. I mean, the guy has gotten up at Star Wars Celebration last year and he point blank said, I'm not excited for this Han Solo movie at all. He's very vocal about his feelings. But if you pay the man, yeah, you pay the man, he's going to say whatever he's supposed to say. Kathleen Kennedy was literally watching him. So, yeah, of course. The Mr. Pete channel says Jeremy is a TFA shill. I may have used to been, but clearly I'm off that TFA bandwagon now. Ooh, 6 Days and 7 Nights was a great movie. I like that movie a lot. Jeremy, what just happened? I don't know. What are we talking about? John Robertson says, Jeremy, I like you in powder. That's a good one. That's a good one. Jeremy is a Soylo shill. Jared W says, love your channel. You bring the truth and it's very refreshing. Thank you so much. E.L. Dorado, Stranger Things. God damn it. Hang on. Where'd it go? Stranger Things season 1 and 2. Those are damn near perfect. Season 1 is perfect. Season 2 not quite as perfect, but it's close. So I'll give you that. The Ginger Hitman. Hang on. I dare them to make episode 9 without any of the original trilogy characters. They would have no audience. They will only want to destroy them for the new ones. It's going to be bad. You know they're going to shoehorn Luke into this, though. You know they're going to. They have no choice. They have no Leia. They have no Han. They're going to shoehorn Luke into this. The Mr. Pete channel. Jeremy, I was joking about TFA, bro. You know she'll. No, I know. Look, man, you guys are, it's all good, man. We're all just friends here. We can bullshit with each other. We can joke around. It's all good. I am not going to get upset. Joseph Butler, have you watched Altered Carbon yet? Jeremy, no. I just got caught up on Better Call Saul Season 3. Literally just finished it. Caught up on it on Netflix right before I came in here to record. So I may dive into Altered Carbon because many of you have mentioned that show to me. Infall1403, did you see the chat just now on your stream from someone calling themselves Harrison Ford? Yeah, he said all caps and he's like, can we get back to me? So I did see that. Rob Diaz wants to know, has my nose hair ever whistled? Not that I know of. Let's see. Mark Schomburg says, Jeremy, are you a Harry Potter fan? Not really. I mean, I like them. They're fine movies. I've only seen them one time all the way through, and I respect them, and I want to watch them again at some point. But I couldn't call myself like a Harry Potter fan per se. But I have seen the movies. I enjoyed them, but I need to watch them again. But that's the best answer I can give you right there. I do enjoy the Harry Potter, Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Studios in Orlando, for sure. Jeremy, do you like the Alien franchise from False Gamer? Yes, I like Alien 1 and Aliens. I think I like Aliens more than Alien. But outside of that, they don't do much for me. Yes, I know, Lauren. I know this is your topic. I know Harry Potter is your topic. Thomas Gilkey, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Favorite score of John Williams that isn't Superman, Harry Potter, Jurassic World, Star Wars, Indiana Jones. Love you, man, and the channel and the brand. Holy shit, that's a hard question when you've eliminated so much. Favorite score from John Williams that's not Superman, Harry Potter. Oh, I've got it. This is easy. This is very easy, and I bet none of you are going to guess this. I'm going to wait for somebody to guess my favorite. Honestly, this might be my favorite John Williams score outside of Star Wars and Superman and maybe Jurassic Park. What is my favorite John Williams score? I bet none of you are going to get this. How long is it going to take for you to guess? Favorite John Williams score. Boom! Your one Emperor got it. Home Alone. Home Alone, somewhere in my memory. God, that's like my favorite Christmas song, favorite Christmas music. Love it so much. I love it. It's Home Alone, everyone. Home Alone, somewhere in my memory. Good job on that. Okay, Jedi Cody, Jeremy and G&G, I found your Star Wars home and community, and I didn't even know I was needed. Keep fighting for our beloved Star Wars. See you around, man. Thank you so much, Jedi Cody. Hope to see you at Star Wars Celebration in 2019 in Chicago. Can't wait. Brighton Cherrier says Home Alone 2 Trump cameo. Yes, he did. He did the Home Alone Somewhere in My Memory, and I'm sure he did some more of the other ones too. John Williams is beyond a legend at this point. I don't even know how someone can be that great at something. It's just incredible. Jeremy, have you seen the American Pie series? That's Fire KTN. Absolutely. Love them. I love the original American Pie movies, not the band camp and all that crap. I never watched all those, but the original ones with Stifler and the main guys, absolutely love those movies. Stig Johansson says if Macaulay Culkin came out of the closet, he would be homo alone. so dumb I had to read it. Rocky Perez, Jeremy, love your channel, much support. Man, look, you guys are so ridiculously humbling me just by the compliments and everything like that. And I thank you so much. I do want to give you a little teaser real quick for the people that are still watching. Count Zarov says, Jeremy, shot you an email about Jurassic World and Star Wars scores. Thank you so much for that. So next week, next Wednesday, this is scheduled. I hope this happens. Once this happens, I'll be able to explain why I can't say for sure it's going to be on Wednesday. Next Wednesday, during the 6 p.m. live chat, I've got a huge surprise for everyone. Special guest is joining me live, not on Skype, not on Google Hangouts, live and in living color. So it's going to be extremely exciting, so I can't wait. This coming Wednesday, 6 p.m. on the live stream, live and in living color. And Lauren doesn't even know who this is, so it will be amazing. So I can't wait. No, it's not. We'll say it's not Star Wars Theory, but one thing I'm going to do, I am going to call Star Wars Theory on one of these live streams one day and let you guys hear me talking to Star Wars Theory. So, but I'm not going to give any more hints. No more hints, but just look forward to it. Next Wednesday is when this is scheduled. There's going to be, it's going to happen. I just hope it happens on Wednesday, and as it sets right now, it's scheduled for Wednesday. But I'm going to be out of town, so I'm going to be traveling. So the live stream is going to be from multiple areas here in the Southeast. But I'm going to have a special guest on, and I can't wait for you guys to see who it is. Very exciting stuff. So let's see. It won't be Freddie Prinze Jr., I'll tell you that. It won't be John Campea either. It's Rose Tico. You got me. It's Rose Tico, Mudfoot69. No, I'm kidding. All right. Am I attending MegaCon? Is that the one in Orlando? I'm not going to be able to make it, but is that the one over there? Mark Chamber, Jeremy, love geeking out and reminiscing 80s cartoons with you. Unfortunately, I hated G.I. Joe, but loved Voltron and Robotech, although I did like the G.I. Joe movies. Man, you hated G.I. Joe, but that's all right. That's all good. You liked Voltron and Robotech, so that's awesome. Now, when you say you like the G.I. Joe movies, are you talking about the live-action movies, or are you talking about the animated 1987 movie, which I think I have somewhere right here. There we go. G.I. Joe the movie. This is greatness right here. This is pure greatness, okay? This was the holy grail for me as a kid. This was back when you couldn't really get movies unless it was like in stock at Blockbuster or Movie Gallery or Hollywood Video. And so it took me so long to actually see this movie. All of my friends would tell me about it. They would talk about it. We would be playing G.I. Joes. They would reference moments in this movie, and I never saw it. And then one day my mom and my aunt came home, and they just like, oh yeah, we picked the movie up for you guys. And they just tossed it on the couch, and it was G.I. Joe the movie, and it was one of the greatest moments of our lives. It was incredible. So, all right. Need that movie. Knowing is half the battle. So we have some G.I. Joe people in here. Love Serpentor. Serpentor's so cool. Cobra la 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 la. That's right. Cobra La is so cool. Globulus, Nemesis Enforcer. I do hate how, which I love Sergeant Slaughter, but I hate that he beat Nemesis Enforcer's ass in this movie. Once a man, Samurai Monkey 80 knows what's going on. Once a man, right there. Once a man. So good. So good. George Ryan, here's another few bucks just because I appreciate your new honest channel format so much. Thanks for embracing yourself. See you in the next live stream. Thank you so much, George Ryan. It was an interesting decision because, like I said, I've spent the last 4 years trying to build Geeks and Gamers into this really this place of, and I was proud of what we were, but we weren't really getting any traction. People weren't supporting our content on the YouTube channel or the website, but they loved our Facebook group. But I was being trying to be politically correct and kind of silence myself. And at the beginning of the year, I just said, you know what? I have to be myself. I have to be myself, and I have to just let people know how I feel about things and not worry about pissing people off. And it's been a great transition for us, and it makes me a lot happier where I can just be a lot more blunt and open about things. And having you guys embrace me, and I feel like we're all just friends. I don't feel like you're fans of me. I feel like you guys are friends of mine. I truly feel that way. I don't like calling people fans. I just like knowing that we have supporters. So I really appreciate that. Mark Chamber, live action. I haven't seen the animated. I didn't like the cartoon because no one died. Robotech was far more realistic. Hey man, I totally respect that. Totally respect that. And I like the live action movies, but I did have massive problems with them. So, Spencer Bow, thank you for the $10 super chat. Appreciate that. Jackie Chan movies, like his Rush Hour movies. Brian Dean, I don't know if you're talking to me or not, but I do enjoy Jackie Chan movies. Have you seen the new Godzilla anime? I have not. I clicked on it to watch it on Netflix, but it just, I was like, I didn't know. I'm not an anime person. That's not to say I won't try it, but I just haven't gotten around to it. And it is pouring down raining here in Florida. It's been raining a lot in Florida lately. Chad Nielsen says, hey Jeremy. Hello, Chad. Voltron Cobra. Yes, Mudfoot knows what's going on. SJWs, stay away from Star Wars, please. That's Rocky Perez. I agree with you. Knight Rider. Knight Rider was so effing cool. David Hasselhoff for the win. Christian K, and that's how you got 39,000 subs. That's, hey man, and it's because of all of you supporting me, supporting everything that we have going on at Geeks and Gamers, supporting this channel, supporting all the content creators we put on the channel. So cool. So really appreciate it. I love the Cobra Commander quotes. Braden, I don't know how to say your last name, but you say goodbye, Jeremy. So thank you for watching, Braden. Appreciate that. All right. We love all the support from everybody. It's the best ever. That's from Lauren, and she is right. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap this up here soon because it's pouring down right now. I've got to take my dogs out, and I do have to go spend time with my family because my daughter is going out of town for a few weeks, so I need to spend some time with her. Out of step with reality. Thanks for your work. Thanks for all the work you do. Appreciate the honesty and straightforwardness. Stay gold, Pony Boy. Name that movie. I don't know. Why am I drawing a blank on that? Stay gold, Pony Boy. I don't know. Stay gold, Pony Boy. That sounds so familiar. Why am I drawing a blank? The Outsiders, man, I haven't seen The Outsiders in forever. I have not seen it in forever. So, sorry. You guys are killing me. Oh my God, y'all are so mad. Look, I'm an old man. I haven't seen that movie in forever. When I watched Cobra Kai, I hadn't seen The Karate Kid in 25 years. I'm old. You guys know how old I am? Let's see. Jeremy, I am 50. This year I'm even not old. No, I know I don't consider myself old. I really don't. Wait, oh, Lauren, you haven't seen The Karate Kid? You gotta watch that. You've gotta watch it. You've gotta watch it. Yeah, I know everybody thinks I look 29, and I appreciate that, and I feel 29. I'm very active. I do a lot. I feel great, and you guys really energize me. But I am a lot older than I look. So, and I'm a lot older than I act, and that's okay. How old am I? I am 39 years old. 39. Quran says, Jeremy, I was born in 1980, so if you're old, I'm old. David Young, thank you for the super chat. Lauren, you got to watch The Karate Kid, and then you've got to watch Cobra Kai. You've got to do that. Kevin McCall says, damn, you look great for your age. Thank you. I appreciate that. I thought late 30s, honestly. Lost the eyebrows at 33 in a smelting accident. I do have my eyebrows, even though nobody thinks I do. Hey, Jeremy, you need to tell High Council members to execute Order 65 at 66 on Chancellor Kennedy. Still wet behind the ears, Jeremy. Paul Feig is directing a Star Wars movie. No, he's not. That will not happen. I will literally give up on Star Wars if that happens. So, bro, I thought you were 26. I know everybody thinks that, so I do appreciate that. Jeremy, you could almost be my son. Well, I'm glad that we do have some people that are more along my age range watching, so I appreciate that. Let's see, Geeks and Gamers, this is Tim S. Where can we write to show our displeasure towards Disney? Is there a specific address? Maybe at Kathleen Kennedy's home address or Ryan Johnson's home address? If you go to World Class Bullshitters page, and I'll share this on Twitter, but they did a video, maybe about 2 months ago, where they were talking about how you can get in touch with Disney, and they laid out everything you can do. They laid out how you should go about it, and it's a great video. It's a great video. Jeremy, Kratos versus Rey, who wins? So again, if it's Kathleen Kennedy's decision, Rey's going to beat everybody. But I fully believe Kratos is one of the most badass characters ever made. Not just video games. Kratos is just he is a grown ass man, and I love Kratos so much. In for fun too. Jeremy, I am in my 60s and I love the work you're doing. Thank you so much. Hello, Jeremy. Do you like Rottweilers? That's from Peter Mass. I've never owned a Rottweiler. Right now I have 2 little bitty Chihuahuas. But I used to love big dogs, so I had an Alaskan Husky. He was actually a Husky Wolf mix. His name was Diesel. He had the white eyes. Loved him so much. Never really liked any smaller dogs, and then we got a small dog, and I fell in love with my little small dogs. So let's see. Does everybody want to see Leia before I jump off of here? Alexis Evans says Rey versus Thanos. Who wins? Again, who do you think? Of course Rey's gonna win. She doesn't need any training. She could beat the hell out of Thanos because that's how she's written. Does everybody want to see Leia? All right, let me go get Leia real quick. Give me just a minute. Leia's being requested. All right, we got double prizes for everyone. This is Leia and it's Puppy Face. Everybody see them? They were sleeping, so so this is Puppy Face and this is Leia. Puppy is a Chihuahua, straight Chihuahua. She's a Chihuahua Pug mix. So, I'm gonna let Puppy go because he wants to go back in the bed. Leia gets a little excited when she gets on stream though. Everybody sees you. Everybody saying hello to you, honey. Everybody saying hello. Everybody saying hello. All right, she's ready to go. So, all right. Thank you all so much for all of the support. This chat has been on fire again. Again, next Wednesday, 6 p.m., gonna have a special guest live and in living color with me. So I can't wait for you to all see that. if that is subject to change, but it's going to happen. The day could change. There's going to be some logistical issues with that, so I'll let you all know. 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, the Mr. Pete channel. 6 p.m. You know what? I'm not going to be in the Central Time Zone when this is happening, but we'll still record on a central schedule. So 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'll be on Twitter. I'll use the community tab here on the YouTube channel. I will get everybody caught up on what's going on. Again, thank you all so much for joining the live chat. I will have a video tomorrow with my official prediction for the box office for the Solo opening weekend. Let me know where you're watching from. Light up the chat as we fade away. Yeah, I know my hoodie's got hair all over it now. So where you guys watching from, let's do it. Make that chat move so fast I won't even be able to keep up with it. So we got Maryland, Brazil, Virginia, New Jersey, New York, Houston, Tampa, Melbourne, Finland, Siberia, New York. I can't even keep up anymore. Man, it's just flying. I love it. Here we go. Look at that. Woo, just flying. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. You are all the best. It's still flying. All right, so everybody have a great night. Be careful driving. If you got bad weather in your area like I do, be very safe. And I will catch you guys tomorrow night at the same time. And I'll also have a video up tomorrow. Enjoy your nights. Talk to you later.